A students' union's whole purpose is to support the student experience within a university. And particularly when you think about that from what its events looks like, how they support the negotiations and development of the academic experience, as well as the students' personal welfare. So discussing things around things like finance, general well-being, mental health, or things like their accommodation, all things like that, which they are there as a lobbying force, as well as something that facilitates the more social side of the university experience. However, one of the key differences that many students find is the undergraduate experience is very involved because the union is this entity that is there to wholly take over much of that responsibility. However, for postgraduates, it can be slightly perceived as different. If you're a master's student, you might only be there for a little while, so therefore you are less likely to get involved. And for PhD students, you're in that weird position where you're a staff or a student, and you don't really know which camp you feel more connected to. And as a result of that, you lean slightly to more probably the staff side because that's where you want to go with your potential career. And you're therefore networking and connecting with your supervisors and the team around you because you see them as colleagues rather than as university staff. But therefore, what is that relationship for the postgraduates within their student union? What are the experiences that the unions can offer? Because it'll differ. Rather than necessarily being able to just act as an extension to the undergraduate experience, what should they be offering postgraduates? And if you are a postgraduate, what are the experiences that you're really looking for? And if you are looking for particular experiences or you've had a great relationship with your university's student union, how has that come about? What does it look like? How do you feel represented, empowered on various campaigns you've had? Or how do you feel supported in the various events that you want to do? And what do they look like in terms of, in your view, the distinction between what your undergraduate experience and your postgraduate experience look like? Or was it relatively seamless and you can't really tell in your institution the difference between your undergrad and postgrad? But these are all questions that I think universities and the unions across the country are going to have to reflect on because to truly be able to connect with the postgraduate experience as well as the undergraduate, they need to be able to also recognize the distinction between these three camps